NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Tour Championship. Atlanta, Georgia and Eastlake Golf Club, so respected by everyone who has ever stepped foot on it. Today we're here for the Tour Championship, the final stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. This is Rich Lerner along with Frank Nobilo to make the call out here today. Time to jump straight into the action out on the course. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good. Safely on deck.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That birdie gets the player to red figures, 1 under for the tournament. There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars. The 15th, it is only 525 yards. And if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank didn't take notice of that name until right now, until that eagle.
And it started to send a whole ripple through the tournament.
And the Tour Championship winding its way to the finish. We're at the 16th hole now, demanding par 4, 481 yards. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. This from 7 feet. Right off the edge.
Just a fraction softer, then it might have just turned in.
Par attempt here. Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. Another stout par 4 as we get closer to the finish here at East Lake Golf Club in the Tour Championship. The 17th is 455 yards. This is some drive. I'm reminded of the old Phillies baseball announcer, Harry Callis, who used to say, "That ball is out of here." Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Well, what a way for the Tour Championship to finish here at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta with a par 3. Most unusual. It requires one good solid strike, one good free-flowing swing under the pressure. All the drama building here at the Tour Championship on this 235-yard par 3 finishing hole. Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Excellent read for birdie to move to 5 under for the tournament. So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from tee to green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. Welcome to the permanent home of the Tour Championship, where the likes of Brandt Snedeker, Tiger Woods, Jim Furyk, Bill Haas, Henrik Stenson, and Billy Horschel took the title, and the $10 million prize that goes with the FedEx Cup. Designed by Donald Ross and played by the greatest players in the game. This is Rich Lerner, along with Frank Nobilo in the booth for EA Sports. Let's jump down to the action. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par. That birdie has to feel even better, Rich, with everything so tight at the top.
Right in the middle of a Donnybrook at this point. Now to the first par 3 here at the Tour Championship at East Lake. It is the second hole, 214 yards. And really, to score well at East Lake, players cannot afford to miss the green on the short side of the flagstick, and that's especially true right here. This par 3 plays a bit shorter than the yardage, but it is a must to put the ball on the green. That green slopes dramatically from back to front and from left to right and is guarded by bunkers on both sides. Good swing, good shot yet again. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Just misses.
Now, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Getting set now over the putt. Hard-fought par right there. Tour Championship continuing here at East Lake Golf Club. This is the third hole. It's a short par 4, 390 yards, but this one requires the players to think. It is a difficult green. Fairway wood off the tee, probably a short iron in, and then the work begins.
Oh, that's fine.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Over the years, this golf course has hosted so many national and regional championships, including the 1950 U.S. Women's Amateur, the 1963 Ryder Cup, and 2001 U.S. Men's Amateur Championship. It is now the permanent home of the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola, the culminating event of the PGA Tour playoffs for the FedEx Cup. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Really, Rich, right now it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
Back over now to the fourth. Frank, we're early in the second round. What have you seen so far?
I've seen a lot that can be improved on too, but there's enough good there. That's the main thing. You know, the scorecard doesn't always reflect how you're playing. But a little bit of basics out there. Fairways, greens, maybe knock a couple of putts in. All of a sudden that scorecard looks different.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That would be a great look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
That's a par, but unfortunately, Frank, not good enough to hold the lead.
Well, all the other movement on the golf course, Rich. Pars aren't good enough right now. Other people are making birdie.
The first of two par fives that have been shortened to play as par fours for the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola. This 520-yard hole will play much shorter than the yardage as the drive generally pitches forward on the downslope of that fairway. The second shot will be a middle to long iron from a downhill lie, and that's the key. That's what makes it difficult to get to some of the tighter hole locations. Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Now getting set for the approach here at the fifth hole at East Lake. Frank, what's the right way to go?
Well, if you've got a long club in hand, you can't sort of bounce the ball and let the ball sort of turn to the left. Everything slopes from that back right corner to that middle left portion of the green.
So the second of the par four goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long, and a fitting spot for the season finale, the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the sixth hole. It's over 200 yards, and there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this. More than a bonus on the scorecard, that.
There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after two rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final event of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live third round coverage of the Tour Championship. Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Oh, yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
Moving on to the 11th here, 197 yards. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline. One more birdie and now tied for the lead.
Continuing from the Tour Championship at East Lake in Atlanta, Georgia, all the drama of the finale for the FedEx Cup. And this is a chance to make birdie. We're at the downhill par 4 12th. It's only 391 yards. A good, accurate tee shot gives a player a chance to make a 3. Good strike. Good lie. Good chance to attack the pin. Second shot now at the par 4 12. Frank, you've been there. What are you looking to do?
Downhill par 4, so you don't really have to hit the ball overly high. This green's a little flatter than what you realize, so the ball's likely to kick forward. Just something in the heart of the green is going to leave you a birdie putt, irrespective of where the flag is.
It up on the green. It is about 28 feet away from the hole. Birdie putt coming up. A par on this hole yesterday. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Nothing wrong with that par putt. This is a good driving hole. From the championship tee box, players will aim just to the right of those fairway bunkers. A left center fairway position is ideal. Right center workable, but it means dealing with the right greenside bunker on the approach. Like many others here at East Lake, the green is sloped from back to front. That's classic Donald Ross, making ball position on the green critical.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, you and I cover the PGA Tour, and what you hear from the players throughout the course of a season is top 30. You need to be in position to make the top 30 because there are so many benefits that come with getting to East Lake.
Yeah, plus East Lake's become the home of the Tour Championship since 2005. So you put in the luster of the championship itself, put that in with the FedEx Cup, and then the fact that the field's restricted to 30. You realize this is exclusive company.
And you qualify for all the majors the following season, all of the invitationals. You're able to set your schedule, and you have a chance at the richest prize in golf.
Yeah, this is the creme de la creme.
Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Straightaway par 4 here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, the 14th, 442 yards. It is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Well, that has to be at least 315 yards.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on the easy birdie.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. It's putt for birdie. Count it, that's a birdie. There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars, the 15th. It is only 525 yards, and if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle.
That was nuclear.
Little uphill to this green, Frank.
Should be safely on deck.
That is just an outstanding shot right there. And now a chance for an eagle. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale.
I'm loving that balance.
That is an absolute seed. I mean, he just ripped a bullet down the fairway. Oh my goodness, 375 yards. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. Now getting settled over the ball here at the 15th. East Lake, second of the par 5s on the course, 525 yards. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Well, Frank, as a player, you're licking your chops on this second shot at the par 5 15th, aren't you?
Yeah, if you've got a utility club or a lofted fairway wood in the bag, that would come in handy. Otherwise, a long iron, you're going to have to allow for that ball to skip forward. So you'll have to fly that somewhere around that front edge of the green.
Is a beauty, a real beauty. Settles in over the putt. Continues to roll it very well all day long. Players now arriving at the 16th hole, 481-yard par 4, and Frank, the pressure is really starting to mount here in the final round of the Tour Championship.
Oh, you can smell that $10 million right now. You can also see that fairway shrinking. Notice the look of those 4 bunkers down the left. The fairway gets narrower and narrower the further you go down. You can try and fly past them, but this is going to be another one where the tee shot's downhill and the second shot.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Nicely in the fairway here, Frank, but this is steeply downhill to the green.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Good chance now for a birdie. That is an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just 5 feet left. Man,
I just pushed it.
And that hurts. So has the par. Moving on to the next hole, and the lead, Frank, is very much intact. Final round of the Tour Championship, just a couple of holes to play. 455-yard par 4 17. Frank, it is a big moment, and it is a tough par 4.
And it's a big stage with all that water on the left, so you're well aware where you don't want to go. And if you don't notice those 3 bunkers on the right, you better have a look at your yardage book, because they'll easily come into play if you just bail out to the right. This requires simply your best tee shot and an equally good second shot.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. Getting set now over the putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Clean this up with a tap. In for par. Well, depending on the wind, players could use anything from a fairway wood to a long iron on this demanding par 3. Deep bunkers left and right of the 2-tiered green leave little room for error. Any player leaving the ball above the pin must take extra care. Facing one of East Lake's most difficult putts, Sunday afternoon drama awaits. Good chance at one. That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. They par yesterday, this one for birdie. Good putt. That has to feel so good. A big championship victory.